Thank you for watching. This is a video to remind you of why you join Nomadic Connections and Reflections, which is an all-women's traveling community. And I built this community when I felt a need on the road that sometimes I wanted to connect with other women. For me, it was a little bit harder to find other women to meet, to travel with. So I realized that there was a need in the community because there's a lot of women in their 40s and 50s who are, their children have left the house and they want to be travelers, but they don't necessarily want to be alone. And especially me, I don't mind traveling alone, but some places I don't want to be alone. Like I don't want to be alone in the woods. I don't want to be alone on BLM land. In some places I want to be with other women and have some company. And sometimes I just want to have some company. I want to go out to dinner with somebody. So that's why I created the community. And it's been on for a year. I've learned a lot. I've had a lot of problems with things. The reason for the rules that we have is because of those problems. Every business has to have rules and policies because there are women that come on board and they do want to do whatever they want, and it hurts other members, and we don't want to have that. So this is why there are so many rules at this point. So we only started with 3 pages of rules. Now we have 5 pages of rules, but it's important that we all try to get on board and try to make this a positive place, a place of lifetime friendships. And that's what you're joining is basically lifetime membership, because we really believe that friendships are lifetime. And sometimes you can sign up and you might have 6 or 8 months where you have to go take care of your mother or your father, and then now your membership is gone and you didn't get to travel. So because I understood the need, especially for women, that sometimes we have to change our lives for a while, but doesn't mean that we're not here for you. So the friendships that you make, you're not going to lose them because it's lifetime. So I know that there's free websites out there, and you can go ahead and do those. There's websites for different types of interest, and you can do those. But the reason that I charge for this is because we want to make sure that people are on here are people who they're really thinking about joining something that's positive and that's service. It's not just you just go and meet somebody. I mean, the people that are here have given the time to give us their identification, give us their information, and they follow along with the rules. So that's important. That's one of the things that you will have me making sure that people are following the rules. So we already talked about you joining as a lifetime member so that you can make those lifetime friendships with women. You will have to use of the app as well. This app that we are using is a generic app, and eventually I'm saving money from the memberships so that we can create, if you women are interested in more growth and this really is something of interest, then I will take that money and we will invest it into an app that accommodates us better. But what this does, this app is the ability for you to connect with women. When you're traveling, you will see them on the map, the women that are willing to connect with other women. And you can, if you're traveling somewhere, if you see somebody that's in a state, you can contact them and say, hey, I'm going to be in your area next week. Do you want to hang out for a day or two? This is not something where you have to travel for the next year with them. I mean, if you hit it off and you girls decide that you want to travel for a while, that's fine. That's between both of you. But this is a group where you really have to put effort in it. It's not something where I'm going to really be doing that for you. You really have to make the effort to contact other women, if you're traveling, going someplace, you're going to make that effort. And that's why I created the Facebook page, because the Facebook page is a place where you can go, and if you're traveling by yourself, you can be posting pictures there. You can give us some great locations that you've been to. If you haven't started traveling, you can start talking to us about your rig or shopping. But you have to make the connection by posting on the Facebook page. And not all of you want to be on the Facebook page, and I understand that, and that's one of my interests in developing an app so we can avoid all these other areas and just have everything in one place. But unfortunately, financially, that's not possible right now, as we have to grow this community a little more for something like that. But you can also post things on the app as well, because that'll give you a chance to get feedback from other women and start to meet them and understand them and make friendships with these women. So that's something that you have to do. I do mentor calls, so you're included every month to do a mentor call, and you can go to the website and schedule your mentor call with me. And I do the mentor calls about 20 minutes. We can talk about anything you want. We can talk about your dreams if you're not traveling yet. We can talk about your routes if you want to talk about the routes. I have some notes here. Events, finding things to do. We can talk about apps. I can walk you through Google Maps. There's so many things that I can help you with. I can also help you find a travel partner as well, because if you tell me I'd like to travel through this location with somebody, I can try to put the message out also on Facebook page and the app. I will help you with that for sure. But you also have to try to do it yourself. If you want to do your own caravan, if you want to have a group, like let's say you're going to Arizona in the winter and you'd like to have like a group there, maybe 4 or 5 girls, let me know and I can post it out so women can start making plans in advance to join up with you. Give me those plans. Let me know. I will help you. You can also go to the Facebook page and the app and let women know. Not everybody will respond to you right away. If you do the mentor call with me and you give me the information, I might be able to get more women for you to do that. So let me be here to help you. That's really what I'm here for. And not only that, you also have the function of the security. So if something were to happen to you, you have at least somebody that you can talk to. You can call if there's somebody in your area, one of the girls that I know, if there's a question about your rig and I don't know it, like say you have a van, I don't have a van, but I can try to contact another woman with a van or other women through the Facebook page or texting them individually and try to get information for you. And so the emergency contact support is a great option, because if you do get stuck with somewhere, we could try to help you. We can also sit on the phone with you. We can contact you every once in a while to make sure you're doing okay. I can try to reach out to the RVing community as a whole because of my Simply RVing channel, and try to see if I can get you some help or maybe answer a question for you or whatever. So that's a great thing to do. You should also watch the video that teaches you about how the app functions so that you can get the best out of that. One of the other options that I also offer here is land. Right now, land, the prices have gone up a lot, but I'm getting emails about land in Arizona and Texas, and there's something sometimes that I'll see for like $3,000 or $4,000. So if you're interested in buying land, an acre or two, and sharing that as a co-owner with another woman, we can try to put this together so that you two can get together and purchase, and then you can have an agreement where, let's say you bought an acre, you can each have half an acre of the property, so you can park especially if you go visit family and you live up north and you want to come down to Arizona or something like that. So that's another option that I help you with, is also purchasing the land, buying the land, finding you another person that you can kind of hang out with and do this with if there's other parties that are interested. There's also might be some teaching videos specific to this community that I might decide to post, especially since it's women related stuff that has to do with RVing. Sometimes I will want to do private videos on here. And then there's my travels, where I also invite women to travel. There's also the events that I try to hold every year, whether they're here. This year, right now, because gas is so expensive, they have to be local, because I also have my situation with my dog who's ill. But in the future, I may decide to do an event in Arizona or in Texas. So those are things that other women can also put on as well. If they want to have, like a Christmas gathering or a Thanksgiving gathering, you can also be a part of that. I think it's a great community. I think for the price, you're getting a great way to make lifelong friends so you don't lose them. And there's a lot of variety within our group, where it's not just like class A's or class C's. I have a truck camper. I've traveled with women who had class A's. I've traveled with women who have vans. I've traveled with women who have cars. And some women travel in their cars not because they want to do this all the time in their car, but because they want to purchase an RV or a van and they're not sure what they want to do. First, they want to try this, so they try it in their car first. So there's a lot of variety here, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful when we can support each other, when you just reach out and you just talk to women over on through the app, or you can talk to them over on the Facebook page and try to make some friends. And I think it's just wonderful. So I hope this video helps you a little bit to understand all of the things that you're getting with this membership. And you can go ahead and tell other people about it. We are Christian-based women, and that's something that I noticed in this community, that there was a lack of Christian women who were gathering together in love, in fellowship, and really being supportive of each other. And that's basically our foundation where it is. So I hope that you also agree with us as far as the biblical aspect of it, because I think that's the best way that we're going to make friends that we really can connect with. And I also want to say that there's also on the website, pretty much everything for this is on the website or in the acknowledgement policies and the policies and procedures pages that you sign. They're online, so you can always go on there and find the paper on there that you signed. And everything's pretty much open. The return policy is another one that's great, because if you join this group and you feel that you're too much of an introvert and you really can't reach out to other people and you just don't feel comfortable, well, guess what? I do a prorated return policy. You can find the return policy up on the website. So if it's not something that you're happy with, I don't want you to be unhappy, because I want you to be comfortable. It's your travels, it's your life, and it's something you should be happy with. So for the first year of your membership, you will be able to get prorated returns. After that, because it's lifetime, you don't really get prorated. You don't get any returns at that point, because you've already pretty much taken your first year. So that's pretty much what you're paying for. But that gives you an opportunity that if you didn't get to travel in the first year, you still have other years that you can travel. So I hope that this is all fair. I think that it's wonderful. I think it's helpful, and I hope you all spread the word out there. And if there's anything else, give me other suggestions of other things that you want to see with this community. I'll be glad to look it over and study it and talk with you about it. And maybe it's something that I haven't thought about or none of the women have, and we can go ahead and bring it to also to the community. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your membership. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.